All right, so welcome to Good Driver Mutuality. This is our Tuesday's meeting where we talk about different subjects. I am Javier Martinez, your presenter today. Just a quick bio on myself. The only thing I wanted to highlight is that one of my areas of expertise is total loss, both inside and outside, meaning being the person physically inspecting the car and also doing it remotely. Been doing this for about 13 years now with different insurance companies and now GDM. So let's go ahead and talk about total loss. Why would a car be considered a total loss? And this could happen for multiple reasons. The main one are the state laws and regulations. Each state is going to mandate if a vehicle needs to be handled as a total loss instead of being repaired. All the state regulations and laws change by state, meaning it could be in a state where if the damage has been 70% of the vehicle value, meaning let's say your car's worth $10,000 and we have a repair estimate of $7,000, that's 70%. By state law, we have to handle that as a total loss. Those are going to change depending on the state. It could be higher, it could be lower. Other reasons to consider why a vehicle will be a total loss simply if it cannot be safely put back on the road or even basically repaired. Think about a vehicle that needs a specific part, but that part is no longer available. It might not have that much damage, but there's a part that's no longer available, so we can no longer repair this vehicle and put it safely back on the road. That would be handled as a total loss. If a vehicle is stolen, it's going to be handled as a total loss if it's not recovered. Flood vehicles, those will be handled as a total loss depending on how high the water got. Another reason why a vehicle could be considered or deemed a total loss is if it's financially, it just doesn't make sense to repair it. You probably saw this a few weeks ago as one of the sharing requests. It was for a 2020 Mercedes-Benz. Total loss value or settlement worth about $38,000. If you look at that repair estimate, it was a little over $26,000. There was still some wiggle room that we could play with as far as the state regulations and as far as if we can repair it or not. Now, we knew a couple of things. First, we knew that vehicle had a lot more damage than we could initially see because it was still missing a teardown. So those $26,000, we knew it was going to be close to lower 30s, maybe $30,000 worth of repair. And we could have done a share request to repair the vehicle, and members would have paid $30,000 instead of the $37-ish thousand that they paid for the total loss that was handled. But here's another thing that we do, and we knew, and makes us different than your traditional insurance company. We knew we were going to get a high salvage value back from this vehicle once we sold it for auction. And we did. We actually just recovered $25,750 for that vehicle that was handled a total loss. We knew the salvage value was going to be around that range. So all of that money is going to go directly to the community. It's going to go back to the members. So think of it this way. Why make the members pay $30,000 for repairing a vehicle? If we total loss the vehicle, it's going to be higher initially, but once we get that salvage return, the members really paid about $11,000 towards the total loss of this vehicle. So financially, it wouldn't make sense for the members to pay this vehicle to be repaired. Keep in mind that GDM is different. We're always looking out for every member, not just the member that suffered the loss. When we sell vehicles for auction, we put that money right back in the community. And we're the only ones, because every traditional insurance company, when they handle a total loss and they sell it for auction, whatever they get back, that's profit for their pocket. But we're different. We're always thinking about the members. So those are the reasons why a vehicle could be considered a total loss. Again, if it can't be safely put back on the road, if the state laws and regulations basically mandate that the vehicle has to be deemed a total loss, and also if it financially does not make sense to repair the vehicle versus total lossing it.